Okay. Let us enter into the Upanishads. Yama then explained the science of the inner fire to Nachiketa, the science which bestows heaven. He explained in detail all the process involved. Having understood it, Nachiketa repeated the details back to Yama. The Yama was satisfied. Seeing Nachiketa's extraordinary intelligence, Yama was pleased. He said, "Now I will grant you an additional honor, that the science of the inner fire, this meditation technique, be known by your name, the Nachiketa. Nachiketa fire, Nachiketa Agnihi. Please also accept this beautiful necklace of jewels." He gave one of the jewel which he was wearing. Yama then said, "One who ignites this fire 3 times and desirelessly practices the fire ritual, practices sharing and practices austerity in accordance with the 3 Vedas, will become free from birth and death. By knowing this sacred fire and by choosing it with sincerity, he will attain to eternal peace, the peace which I know." Yama is blessing what will happen if you do this meditation technique. Yama continued, "One who ignites and attains to this inner fire will cut the snares of death while still in the body. He will go beyond sorrow. He will experience the joys of the heaven." O Nachiketa, this is the science of the inner fire that will lead you to heaven. You have asked this as your second wish. From now onwards, this fire will be known by your name, Nachiketa Agni. Now, what is your third wish? Yama is asking about the third wish. Of his third wish, Nachiketa said, "There is so much uncertainty about death. Some say that the souls live on after death, and others say that it does not. I want to finally understand this through your teaching. This is my third wish." Now starts the problem. The moment Nachiketa asked for the third wish, the Atmajnana, the realization of self, Yama thought it is harmful to teach the secrets of the soul to one who is unworthy of the teaching. Seeing the need for a test, Yama tried to dissuade Nachiketa by telling him of the complexity of the matter. He said, "Nachiketa, on this matter, even the gods have had their doubts. They also could not understand because this subject is so very subtle and difficult to understand. You may ask for something comparable as your third wish. Do not insist about this. You must let go of this desire to know the secrets of the soul." Nachiketa was not discouraged by hearing the difficulties. His enthusiasm was not affected at all. Rather, he said even more strongly, "Yama, you say that the gods have also thought about this, but even they could not decide, and that it is not easy to understand. But there are none who can explain this matter as well as you. As I understand it, no other wish can be compared to this one." Nachiketa was not dissuaded by the difficulty of the subject. He remained firm in his wish to know. He succeeded in passing this test. It is important to see the worthy of the disciple. If the person is not worthy, even the great truth can be used for the wrong purpose. I was telling you the other day, the great truths of atomic science, atomic energy, what has happened finally? It has become a weapon to destroy the planet Earth. As on now, we have enough of atomic weapons which can burn the planet Earth 700 times. So much of atomic weapons have been piled, bundled by the countries. 700 times you can burn the planet Earth. So much of atomic weapons are available today on the planet Earth. Why? Because the knowledge has gone to the wrong persons. Our masters, they do not want the truth to be reached by a wrong person. Nachiketa was discouraged enough by the Yamadharma. But Nachiketa stood on his point. As a second test, with the intention of exposing Nachiketa to many temptations and allurements, Yama said to him, "You may ask for sons or grandsons with lifespans of hundreds of years. You may ask for many cows and other cattle, for elephants, horses and gold. You may ask for an empire with vast boundaries. You may ask to live for as long as you wish. Nachiketa, if you consider a wish for wealth or a means for living a long life as equal to your wish for the knowledge of the soul, you may ask for that. You could be the greatest emperor on this earth. I can make the greatest pleasure of all pleasures available to you." He is trying to tempt Nachiketa by giving all sorts of pleasures. Actually, when you reach towards enlightenment, all sorts of pleasures come to you. They will try their best to turn you against. Ramakrishna used to say a beautiful story. When a child cries, what mother does? She gives all the small toys and chocolates and makes the child happy and goes for her work. She goes and cooks. When the child is not satisfied with the toys and the chocolate, when it throws away everything and starts crying, only then she comes and lifts the child and takes care. Just like that, when you go towards the God, God also gives you all the toys. He gives you all the chocolate. He gives you all the power, post, everything, and makes you happy. If you are happy with that things, then he goes and takes care of his work. Once you are not satisfied even with that, when you throw away everything and start crying, start shouting, "I want only you," then he comes and takes care of you. Here is the test described clearly how you are tested. When Nachiketa did not waver from his decision, even at this, one guy asked me, "Swamiji, I am also trying for enlightenment, but nobody is coming and giving all this pleasure and testing me." One guy actually asked me, "I am trying so much for enlightenment, but nobody is coming and giving test for me, testing me, giving all these pleasures. What to do, Swamiji?" It means you are not even worthy of testing. Divine knows you are not even worthy of testing. That is why it never comes and tries to give you any pleasure. When Nachiketa did not waver from his decision, even at this, Yama then tempted him with the heavenly pleasures of gods. Yama asked, "As for all the pleasures which are rare in the world of mortals, take these celestial women with you, along with the chariots and musical instruments. Such women are surely not available to mortals. You can enjoy these women and be served by them." But Nachiketa escaped. But Nachiketa, do not ask to know what happens to the soul after the death. You see, this Yamadharma is trying his best to test him. Yamadharma is trying his best to allure him. But Nachiketa had a firm will and was truly worthy. He knew that even the greatest pleasures in the heaven and earth could not be compared with the smallest amount of the bliss that comes through enlightenment. This ultimate statement. Nachiketa had a firm will and was truly worthy. He knew that even the greatest pleasures in heaven and earth could not be compared with the smallest amount of the bliss that comes through enlightenment. That is true. The bliss which comes through enlightenment can never be compared to all these pleasures. Nachiketa, supporting his decision with reasoning, said these words of non-attachment to Yama. "Yama, the pleasures that you are describing are ephemeral. They exhaust the sensitivity and sharpness of all senses." See the depth of Nachiketa's statement. They exhaust the sensitivity and sharpness of all the senses. Furthermore, a lifespan, however long it may be, is brief. It will end sooner or later. You can keep those celestial women with you. The chariots, those songs and dances with you. I don't want them. Really needs courage. Actually, when we read as a story, it looks very simple. And when somebody comes and gives you 1 crore, will you go for 1 crore enlightenment? Honestly ask. Think honestly. Suddenly somebody says, here is 1 crore, forget about all enlightenment, and who cares for enlightenment? Let us come. Let us go for 1 crore. Who cares for enlightenment? Leave about the celestial women and all those things. Just ordinary 1 crore. Leave about the celestial chariot. Ordinary Benz car is more than enough. Here you see, here when I say that the celestial car, chariot and musical instrument, celestial women, we don't understand. Ordinary 1 Benz car and all sorts of comforts and ordinary women and 1 crore wealth. How many will have search for enlightenment? Tell me. That is why we have not got and Nachiketa got it. Understand? That's why Nachiketa got, we didn't get. If somebody offers this and this both, which you would like? Which is your choice? All these things now you will open your mouth.
If you get 1 crore, 30% will go by tax.
Alright, tax free 1 crore.
Swami, ultimately it's exhaustible, 1 crore. After that what? Benz car itself is 24 lakhs.
No, separate, Benz car separate, 1 crore separate.
Even then, ultimately exhaustible, it will wear and tear, everything.
Okay, no problem?
No.
Really, then no Benz, no money?
No.
Okay?
No.
Alright, then you are qualified, let us see. You see here, half. That is nice bargain. That is nice business. What is there, Swamiji? After all, you are also enlightened, you are having Benz car. Then why should not we? Am I right? Somebody asked, when you are having so much of gold on you, when you are having so much of wealth around you, why should not we? I said, Arey fool, all these things came after enlightenment, not before enlightenment. Before enlightenment, all these hills are witness. I was not even having a clothes to change. Only 1 piece, 1 set, not 1 piece, 1 set, 2 piece cloth, 1 kamandalu. Somewhere begging and somewhere eating and meditating. This all came after enlightenment. After enlightenment, whatever comes, nothing touches you. Because you know, you are in your own state. But before, continuously you will be wiping it, cleaning it. Continuously, you will be bothering it. So how many are ready for enlightenment? Let us see the count. Oh, so many. No, 1 crore. Arey, what is this? All right.
Very simple, Swamiji. You know you can give us enlightenment. We are not sure whether you will give us 1 crore.
This is a good understanding. We know you will give enlightenment, but we can't be sure that you will give 1 crore. You see, there is somewhere you missed understanding. Actually, if a man can give enlightenment, which is a mindless state, can't he give 1 crore? He can be really blessed. You see, if a man can push you into mindless state, he can push you into any state of pleasure. Once a man, let you understand the Sankalpa and Satya Sankalpa, and then only you will be able to understand. Satya Sankalpa means the power to make your wish true. Satya Sankalpa means power to make you wishless. Power to fulfill your wish and power to make you wishless. The power to make you fulfill your wish comes first. Only then the power to make you wishless comes. Because unless I have the energy to totally melt your desires, the enlightenment is not possible. And unless the energy to fulfill the desires is not there, it cannot be melted. It's like the light is thrown on the desires. Whatever is necessary gets fulfilled. Whatever is not necessary gets melted away. So the energy to melt the desires can come only when you have the energy to fulfill the desires. So don't worry whether I will be able to give.